Day 2 of the Rugby World Cup Sevens is underway, and the Springbok women will be playing for a final placing against Colombia close to 3:30. Vaylen Kirtley is at the stadium. Let's cross live to her now. And the mood quite electric where you are. If those fans behind you are anything to go by, Vay.
Thank you so much. The Guido squad was actually formed mainly by members and fans of rugby, cricket and netball from the Eastern Cape to do just this, to unify sports fans through song. And of course, when your country are hosting a World Cup for the first time in 27 years, you got to bring the song, and that's exactly what the Guido squad are doing. You mentioned the Springbok ladies, and they're going to be playing against Colombia at 37 minutes past 3. So we know that they are going to be buoyed by this kind of song. I'm actually going to chat to the chairperson of the Guido squad, Zulu Matlingwana. If I can just stop him for 2 seconds, I think. With a beautiful bed of human voices and all those that you've gotten along the way. Lulu, welcome to Newzroom Afrika. It is a World Cup, the first time we've had a Rugby World Cup in the country since 1995, right? And you have to unify the country with song.
100%. It has always been our ambition to effectively spread the, spread this obsession, this bug that we have of Guido and the energy, and hopefully we can infect a few more people at Newlands with this bug, and let's get some energy in here.
What does Guido actually mean?
Guido is a type of song. It's a Xhosa word, but it's actually a practice that is ubiquitous across South African indigenous cultures, and it takes the form of a call and response. So you will notice there's always a leader or a small group of leaders, and everyone then follows. And it's always been, it pretty much loops for as long as the song has momentum. It's amazing.
Do you have a special song that you've got for the Rugby World Cup Sevens?
It's an impossible question, because to have a debate on a special song would have too many answers. Too many people have their favorites. So there are a few that stand out, but I don't think there's one in particular we could single out. There are just too many favorites.
When you guys started this, did you? I know it was a sports fans movement. Did you ever think you would gain the kind of popularity that you have, not only here at the stadiums but also on social media?
Well, not at the beginning, but it became apparent quite quickly. I think after the first test that we went to and the reception we got, we thought actually, we were doing this just to enjoy ourselves the way we know how and the way we like to enjoy our rugby and our sport. And after the first test, and was then confirmed when we went to a cricket ODI, the reception, both at the stadium and online, has confirmed that actually there is a greater mission to this. We need to make this as accessible as possible to as many South Africans, and then look to take this to the international community, as we would like to do, as we're looking to do for the World Cup next year in France.
What has been the response from vuvuzela blowers?
We don't really encounter vuvuzela blowers in rugby games. I guess it's a phenomenon about rugby, or at least about football, that the vuvuzela pretty much only exists in football. We haven't really encountered it in rugby, but if vuvuzela blowers were, to emerge, they would. We would integrate with them really easily, because you see a lot of Guido at football games actually, and the vuvuzela works really well with the Guido.
Well, we certainly are looking forward to the song coming from the Guijo squad. It's important. Our South African ladies, they're up against Colombia in the final placing of the women's competition against Colombia. And then, of course, it's the box against Ireland later.
Indeed. Two massive games. The box obviously still in with a shot at the cup final. Looking very strong. Ireland showed that they have serious mettle by dumping England out of the running yesterday. So we need to make sure today that we delight the many thousands of supporters that are here for the Springboks over this weekend.
Fans themselves, and also well loved by many of the other spectators. Thank you very much. He's the chairperson of the Guijo squad, chatting to us here on Newzroom Afrika, and I think we can bring up the sound now with that call and response.
I actually didn't hear your last question because the sound suddenly went up here, and I'm getting a little bit of FOMO. But thank you so much for having us. It is always amazing that what we do gets the response from other supporters and indeed the media. So yeah, thank you very much.
Dudu, that's it from us at the Cape Town Stadium for now. Lots more going to be coming on Newzroom Afrika as we continue to cover the Rugby World Cup Sevens.
Vaylen, Kirtley, thank you very much for that update.